Hello everybody and welcome to Matsu's gaming channel. Today we're going to be playing Brave Frontier: The Last Summoner. It's a new game that came out like 4 days ago and it's completely different from its original Brave Frontier games like Brave Frontier 1 and 2. If y'all have played it before, you will know real quickly that the gameplay is definitely not what it usually is, and for many people that might be a turnoff, but we're still here to test out the game and see how it goes. It might be pretty fun, so let's give it a try and see what's up. Right now I'm just doing the tutorials, going through it. So far it reminds me of Summoner's War a little bit, not like 100%, but whenever I saw the trailer for it, I was like, this looks like Summoner's War. So hopefully it's not 100% like Summoner's War, but if it is, that probably wouldn't be the game for me, but it might be the game for you. So just keep an open mind about it. You might like the game, you might not, but so far the game is looking alright. I don't really know what's really going on. There's some Grand Gaia soldiers and they looking a little old, but Grand Gaia was a long time ago, and it looks like these people are not from Grand Gaia, so I don't know what the story is between Grand Gaia and where we are now in the Brave Frontier world, but I'm pretty sure we'll explain that in the later on dates of this game. But so far what I'm seeing is the combat's alright. It's not, fantastic. It's not like destroy your screen type gameplay like Brave Frontier was. I don't know if people enjoyed that like I did, but it was always interesting to look at and see, because I don't know, for some reason all the colors were just like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I just kind of want to see myself like kill all the enemies with magical attacks and explosions. But anyways, the combat here it's okay. I haven't seen too much of it because I'm kind of forced to obey the tutorials right now, so I'm just kind of listening to what they're saying. And damn, that looked like it hurt. But yeah. So the combat is definitely different from Brave Frontier 1 and Brave Frontier 2. And I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Brave Frontier can use a change in its natural ways of life and how it's been for the past, I don't know how long. And did that guy have a mouth? They don't have mouths in Brave Frontier. The fuck? Hold on. I want to say that he did have a mouth, but I want to say that it's just like his beard making like the shape to make it seem like he has a mouth going like down, but we don't know if that's truly a mouth. We got to see someone without a beard. So right now I'm just gonna let that one slide, but hopefully they keep the no mouth thing, the Brave Frontier thing going, because I don't know why after a while I kind of got used to that. So if they change that, it'll be kind of like, wow, that's weird now, because you've been doing this for like I don't know how many years, but then you want to change it. So hopefully they keep their little no mouth thing going like they're doing right now in this gameplay of the tutorial that I'm doing. So hopefully it doesn't change, but if it does, I might be a little mad, just a little bit, or a lot, because it would definitely throw me off. So we're continuing on with the story, and it looks like Reed and Lucana, I forgot how to say her name, but I'm pretty sure it was Lucana. But anyways, they're making it seem like our main character guy right now is pretty crazy, or hey look, it's Mary. But our main character is, I guess, a retard, or just a guy who's focused on killing the gods or something, because he definitely has a little death wish right now. You don't know anything about him. He just kind of was like, hey, let's go kill these guys. I know they can be killed. Let's go. Let's do it right now. And as much as I would love to follow people into battle, I would like to know the reason why I'm following them into battle. So, we know nothing about him, and he seems to have a one-track mind on trying to kill right now. And look at all these colors. It's not as epic as Brave Frontier 1, but They're trying to compete, kinda, just a little bit. So, oh, he said it was easy. Okay, main character got some spawn. Oh, and he got hit in the back, and now he's weak. Can't even take a jab in the back. Well, now what? Our summoner is dead, and we're just gonna leave. All right, Reed is leaving. McKenna's leaving. All right. All right. What are they gonna do? He passed the gate. I'm pretty sure this is Tillith. I want to say this is Tillith, if not my summoner. When I mean my summoner, I mean like from Brave Frontier 1. But we don't know, because, you know, we don't know the story. So now I'm making my name, doing all this basic stuff to hurry up and get into the story, see what's going on in this game, and my freaking autocorrect sucks. There we go. Alright, so now we got 5 characters, and we got this boy named Brooke, and some guy named William, and oh my god, he looks so adorable. I want it, but wow. We got these other 3 people that we don't know anything about because they didn't talk at all, but that's cool. They're just probably the silent people. William talking about there's mini slime. Oh look, she talked. Yeah, we know about the elements and all that. We don't need no tutorials on that. Light on dark, dark on light, thunder on water, water on fire, fire on earth, and then I'm pretty sure I missed one. Earth on thunder? I think that's the one I missed. So we're just casually going through I guess this is still part of the tutorials, because we know no one besides Brooke, William, and that chick in the back we just attacked, who I didn't read her name, but that's cool. We don't care about her, because she didn't talk that much. The music isn't that bad either. It's pretty good. I won't lie. It's very chill. I like it. I could tell that they put a lot of effort into their music, or at least a lot more than most games I usually see. But this game, it feels like they really put a lot of effort into it, so I appreciate that, because music makes a game go a long way. And I definitely love music for games because it just gets me hype, and sometimes it's just really relaxing, and I love relaxing music. What they talking about? So my boy Brooke over here, he has a mouth. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Brave Frontier. No. No. This is what y'all did wrong. Y'all messing up. Y'all brought in Brooke with the mouth. The whole mouth. He has a smirk with it too. Like, we should just like get an eraser for him and just erase his whole mouth. Just do it right now. Save this game before it, you know, loses its, you know, neutral rating right now. So right now we are pretty much going through the rest of the tutorials from what I can tell, and I'll talk a little bit more about the combat from, you know, its original game, Brave Frontier 1 and 2. The combat is, it's okay, but, you know, it's not too much different. You know, you hit a monster, you get brave crystals, but instead of, you know, having your own brave burst gauge, you have, I guess you could say, shared gauge, because you all share the same brave crystals in this game. So it you kind of have to work with like what you have in a way, I guess you could say. You have to like know when to use brave burst at the right time and when to use it at not the right time, when to guard, as you know, as usual. What would be like a good time to use offense or defense, Rather than in Brave Frontier 1, you could just be like, let me just go in and just one-shot everything. Because if you're that OP, you can just, do that. And then, this game is completely different because you actually have to share within your whole little squad that just left me, and I was not paying attention to them because they are clearly jerks who don't want to have anything to do with me. But the combat is definitely different, not only in the Brave Crystal format, but also in just the actual combat itself. But there's no reason to not change it. Something new is always good. So I'm really curious to see what kind of, I guess you could say, trials or events that we'll get, and see what we can really do with our little new mechanic now, and see what kind of new skills and spells and I guess summons, because I heard the little green light say something about summons, so I'm assuming we have summons, but I don't know yet. But it looks like we got a little slime on our team now and a Sparky, so we're about to raid these guys with our slimes and our Brook and new Archer and the mercenary who stayed with me. Since we don't know her name, that's her name, mercenary. And we just one-shot everything because that's how we roll. Let's go. So we are almost done with this dungeon because we don't know how many floors we got, but we're just assuming we're almost done because we're just kind of running through these guys, and the bar looks halfway full even though we have a question mark at the top whenever we go through a floor, but we're ignoring that. So we're assuming this is the last room because we got the natural warning sign whenever we're at the boss. They're talking about treasure and, oh, I guess this guy, he's thinking, he's got a plan. Oh, so we got a traitor on our team. So he's a savage. He don't care about his friends. That's cool. That smirk. Get rid of your mouth. It's not even allowed in this game. You should be ashamed of yourself. So far, I haven't seen many things about like roles, like Breaker, Anima, Guardian, Oracle, or Lord. But I'm pretty sure we'll get to that once we get back to the lobby screen, so we can see what we have on the lobby screen, since we haven't really explored that yet. So that's what we're gonna do right now. See what we got in this game and see what's new and what's not new and what's added to the game and all that. So now we're gonna talk about energy cost, since it shows at the top that we have about 10 to 13 energy, and how each dungeon looks like it costs 2 energy, which isn't too bad. And if we click on this harvest tab, it shows 2 energy, which is still pretty good, and I'm pretty sure harvest gives us certain things, like I guess more whatever we can find in dungeons, and challenge mode has a lot of crystals, and I guess those are gems and metal gods, but they cost a lot more energy than harvest and story mode does, so hopefully they give a lot of experience compared to just regular story mode and harvest mode. So now we're at the character or unit screen, and we're looking at Brook right now, and he has fusion and evolve, and I guess at the top right you could see like the evolution crystals and memories, whatever those are, but we'll worry about that later. Then you can see the weapon, and they have a little change, so you can change your weapons, which that's pretty cool. And from what I see right here, weapons have certain I guess you can say enhancements, so that's pretty cool too. So now we're getting to roles, which I'm assuming is like types, like in Brave Frontier 1 and 2, and you unlock roles by fusing duplicate units in order to access more skills. So I guess I need more Brooks to get more roles for Brook, I guess, and that's interesting. And then for spheres, it seems that you get more spheres from going on adventures and using units into your characters, and it doesn't really matter which unit. So that's pretty good. It seems like also you can increase your stats with Zell from going on adventures as well, so that'll help you with your stats if you have very low stats. That's pretty awesome as well to help you fill in the gap of where you lack in, I guess you could say, HP, attack, defense, or magic, or brave crystal. That's definitely a huge help. As I'm scrolling through all these abilities, I see some things I can't really get unless I have the certain roles required, like Oracle, Breaker, and Summoner. So I guess I need units or duplicates that have that exact thing, or role wise. This can suck really hard if you're not much of a cacher and you can't get that many duplicates. It can definitely hinder your abilities to get these certain roles for your preferred units that you want. So that can definitely suck, but if you play Brave Frontier 1, you know that getting duplicates or just getting things that you want isn't usually what you get in Brave Frontier, because of the gacha is trash, and you learn to kind of work with what you have rather than trying to spend all day of what you can possibly get. So hopefully you can just work around that and kind of build a team that doesn't require all the roles that you're looking at. So as I was talking, I was casually going to the next tab, which was sprites, and pretty much from what I see, these look like monsters that you can summon to help you, and you can level them up, which is pretty helpful because, you know, you don't want them to be level 1 and weak. And from the looks of it, they got a whole bunch of stats and abilities just like your casual players, and they have like beast mastery and interception rate, which I don't know what that is, but I'm pretty sure that has something to do with like countering possibly. And from the looks of it, each beast has a different kind of kit, which is definitely good because you don't want all the beasts to have the same type of kit, because then there's no diversity, and that's trash. Like, why would you not want diversity? So the summons look, or the spirits look pretty good. Hopefully you can't, or you don't have to use them as like a character slot, and more of like they're just helpers in a way that just help you in battle. So hopefully it's not like that where you have to put them in your unit slot and then they take up. Another thing I saw was that spirits had level 9 or tier 9, and I'm assuming that's like the highest they can go, and hopefully it doesn't take a whole lot of work to get them to tier 9, because if so, that would definitely be a struggle until, you know, later in the game, but right now it would definitely be a hassle. So I hope you enjoyed the first impressions video of Brave Frontier The Last Summoner. This is my first time ever doing a first impression, so any feedback would be nice. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like, subscribe, and send a comment. You know, any kind of feedback would be nice. And I'll have more Brave Frontier The Last Summoner content coming out in a couple of days or so. So keep on the lookout for that. And I will see y'all next time.